Hi team, this is the last lesson of part 1 of mechanics. It is lesson 7, speed time graphs part 2. After yesterday's big chunky lesson, this one is slightly less information. It's also probably just excellence stuff. So if you're not aiming for excellence, don't worry about it too much, but listen along anyway. So today we're going to learn how to convert a speed time graph into a distance time graph. So we learned yesterday how to calculate distance by finding the area under the speed time graph. And then once we know distance, we can pretty easily convert that graph into a distance time graph. So the times along the bottom stay the same. And then once you've calculated the distance for each section, you can put the distance on the y-axis. And then once you have plotted the end points of all of those sections, you can connect them up. The only bit you have to really figure out is what type of or what shape of line you need to use. So this is kind of the ultimate cheat sheet of what all of the different shapes and directions of the lines mean. So in a speed time graph, a horizontal line means constant speed. A positive diagonal line means constant acceleration. A negative diagonal line means constant deceleration because our speed is decreasing. In a distance time graph, constant speed is horizontal, straight line. Constant acceleration is a curved line, and constant deceleration is a curved line the other way. And remember that a horizontal line means stationary in a distance time graph, not moving at all. This is an example. There's also a video on the next slide that actually talks through this whole example and how the guy that made that did it. So you can go back and watch that for more explanation. And then that is all for today. It is lesson 8 catch-up lesson tomorrow, so you can finish everything from part 1 before we move on to part 2 the next day. Only take that time if you need it. If you're all caught up and you feel like you've got things under control, just move straight on to part 2.